Morning miners, Pakratt here again, and we're going to do a little bit of a special episode today. I'm going to show you something that's actually been in the works for quite a long time. You guys have probably all heard about it, but let's just go ahead and show you guys what I got going on first. I haven't updated you guys on Skeletal Assault lately, so let me just show you. I did. Must be a zombie underneath or something like that. I hate that. I'll have to play with that later on. So I did finish it off, essentially. I still got to attach this button over here to a control panel up here, but other than that, it's pretty much set to go. It's just waiting on 1.3 for me to have to change all the stuff up here. But for now, it's functional. Yeah, we can just leave that open. I guess that makes more sense. So, all right. Well, first I got to go get a few things gathered together. Let me just, I don't know why I'm walking. I've got lots of energy. Do I get everything? No, I don't get everything. I need one of those. Get rid of these. I swear, seeds are like the most useless thing in this game after you collect them the first time because they just pile on so much. Every time you get one, you get like 20. I need one of these. Okay, so what we're actually going to be doing today is actually that right there. Wait, do I still got... I still got my skin. I just noticed that my arm is red. I still have the same skin on from when I was... Here, look. Yeah, I still have my skin from doing Pakratt's Pondery. I guess I got to take that off at some point soon. But for now, I'm wearing a robe. Under armor. Well, yeah, we're going to be doing this today. And some of you might be wondering what that is. Most of you do know. That would be my scavenger hunt that I created a while ago. That's called the T3 project. It's a scavenger hunt that I created. Man, we as a community put that together at least 3 months ago. I started it up, and I had you guys collaborate together to help me come up with the locations and come up with the clues for it. But it seems that it was either too difficult or just people just weren't interested enough in it to get their interest. This is all the sheep in the... Okay, well, I gotta go find me some sheep, so I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Wow, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. This is like an hour later. Yeah. I now have two sheep over there too. I did breed 2 of them, so I got a baby and an adult over there, so I don't have to go through this again. In theory, unless one of the derps comes over here and decides to kill them both, which wouldn't surprise me a whole lot, but I mean, whatever. Okay. Now you need to not die around all this cactus, which is not easy. Now I know that the mobs like to glitch through all this stuff, so this is not going to be effective for very long. But I just need it to be effective until I'm done with the video. So I think that's long enough. Alright, you go in there. You go in there. Go on. Okay, and I need that. Okay, deal with you later. Get rid of that. Don't need it. And I still haven't changed my skin. Went on for an hour and I never changed my skin. Okay, so as I was saying, we're going to be going through the T3 thing. Hold on, just 1 second, guys. Got to hit this fan here. Alright, hopefully I remembered to edit that part out. Knowing me, I probably didn't. And I had to sleep in the middle of nowhere at some point. I mean, I just left sheep way out there somewhere. I don't even know where I just left them. But I left them trying to find my way back here. And I got lost again, which I do often. So I had to find my way back and found sheep along the way. So I had to go right down that location and bring them back because it was a lot closer than wherever the heck I was. Okay, so the T3 project. The T3 project was a scavenger hunt that I set up a while ago, like I said, and you guys helped me to create it. Now they never did finish it, but it's been so long, and you guys have been waiting to see how this finished. So I thought I'd show you guys. So let's go ahead and just go through the whole thing now. To all the people on the mindcrack server, if you did not want to know how this finished, if you intended to ever complete this challenge, this is the part where you sign off. Thank you for watching. See you next time. So this is pretty much all going to be spoiler. Same thing for any of you guys who actually wanted to attempt this. This is all going to be spoiler from this point on, except for this part. This one pillar is really obvious, and so you should be able to find this. If you can't find this, then, well, this challenge probably isn't for you. So this is the first clue, and I made these things pretty interesting and pretty difficult in a lot of places. So bear with me. Now I'll read them off for each of you guys. This pillar you have found. This pillar you have found. I see, but there are many. But there are many. What I wrote. But there are many much more important than me. From near to far, across the lands, we lay waiting for the certain day, which all is exposed to those who seek the answers to the riddles on the peaks. Not that there is any treasure or loot, but in the end is but fame. But that point is moot. So my brethren are what. So if my brethren are what you seek, the start is near where you stand. So to speak. I mean, it's much harder reading these than I thought. The question is inside our leader's mind. This is, of course, the actual clue. And if you didn't read it in that order like this, I should have made it like here, then here, then here, then here, then here, then here. But yeah, this is what the pillars end up looking like, not the glowstone on top. Originally, I only had this one pillar here and this one sign down here. Be sure to see this note, to see the author who wrote, because on each pillar it'll say down here the person who helped me come up with the riddle or the locations. So, but I had to build this whole big structure right here to attract some attention because they weren't even noticing it when it was just one pillar. I actually had this thing up in Season 5 of Ultra Hardcore. You can actually see it. They're standing around it. So, yeah. It's been that long that this has been here. So obviously the first one is the one that they got the easiest. Inside our leader's mind, our leader is of course Goo, and there's a gigantic head right here. So this is the first clue right up inside here. You can see they've gotten this far. They dug this out. I haven't filled this back in because I just haven't gotten around to going to get some netherrack to block this thing back up again. So here is your first clue. Let's see, where did it start from? I can't even remember where it starts. I think it starts here. No, it's the other side. Go to the place where you must go deeper and never find an elusive creeper. They spawn and burn but never die till your touch sends to Cloud 9. Dig straight up from there in order to find the clue to the next place in line. Okay. So let's see if you guys can figure this one out as I start walking there. Oh, and I still got F3 on. Sorry about that, guys. We are going to need that eventually, too, so I can actually find these things. So I'll let you guys take another quick look at it again so you guys can figure it out. Just pause the video when you're looking at it if you want. And the person who came, let's see, the riddle was actually created by CMaze75, and the location was by Keshian Raid. Those are two users that were on who helped me with this T3 project. And if you guys ever want to check out the forum, I might put that into the link where you guys can see what we did to put this all together. Now, let's see if you guys can figure out where this is. Where's creepers never lie? Obviously, a lot of this, the first part is basically saying it's in the nether. The second one is it's talking about something that burns endlessly. Well, outside of netherrack, there's only one thing that really burns endlessly. So that would, at least as far as mobs go, and that would be the obvious blazes. So, okay. If I keep talking, I'm just gonna spoil everything. So, we're just gonna keep heading there, and I'll meet you guys when we start to get closer. Okay, so have any of you guys figured it out yet? I'm pretty sure you have. This one is actually pretty easy, being the first one. So where we're going is the blaze spawn harvester, the one created by the gyms. This is the one that's been around the longest. Now, one thing you got to remember when I created this was back in right before UHC 5. So a lot of these locations have changed a little bit. Not as much this location as the fact that there's now this spawner. And there's Ethos. Ethos did not exist back then, so that one wasn't a possible confusion site. Unfortunately, now you might think about going to either of them. And I want to jump off here because a lot of the times this thing likes to derp into the wall, and we don't need that. So let me just collect. Well, actually, I don't need to collect because I'm going to need to jump back in a minute anyways. And I said I'd just look above it, correct? So we're going to be going up here. See if I can find the right hole. I doubt there's an actual correct hole, and I don't even know if they actually got this far. I think they did, but I'm not certain. Got to make sure to keep this stuff so I can put it back again and cover back up the hole again, because obviously I've done this before. Let's see, and I made this one really easy to spot too. So if you look right there, there's some cobble. That is, of course, the place we're going. Directly above. I mean, I think I even made sure to center this on the actual blaze spawner itself. I'm not certain that I did, but I think I did, which is interesting. I mean, not really, but so we're gonna go up here, and you can see it's a nice straight shot. I made it so that as soon as you broke that block, it was pretty obvious there's something else here. They're not all that easy either, so keep that in mind. So we're going to go right up here, and we're going to look at clue number 2. I also centered all these. Let's see if I can remember correctly which way I had them all pointing. I think if you face 0, you're looking in the right direction. No, they start at point 0. So if you're facing 2, right? Yeah, if you're facing 2, then because it starts on the 0 side. So here's the next one. The wall of Jericho will. This wall of Jericho will. Yeah, okay. I gotta slow this one down because it's tough for me to actually say these things. I can write them. Actually, saying them is interesting, and I actually helped create this one, so this one sounds interesting. This wall of Jericho will return. It falls and is built as the hourglass turns. As this far wall falls and is in its constant chore, the wall you seek is near a shore. From Jericho's wall at 0, take a long haul to seek a wall that you must fall. Okay, so here we go. The wall of Jericho. Okay, so I basically said it, and you guys can rewind the video and pause it and read it if you want to, of course. I'm going to close this back up, obviously. A little bit. I need to keep 8. Okay, yeah, we're good. And we're going to go back down. You hear the ghast. I was getting shot while I was setting this up the first time, too. Hopefully he's not that visible right now. Okay, there. So, let's see if you guys can figure this one out. And the next locations, most of these locations can take you pretty far locations. And this one is, of course, the furthest. So there's an extra clue for you guys. This one's going to be taking us pretty far out there. And as soon as I actually start heading in that direction, you're going to be able to figure it out pretty easily, I'm pretty sure. At least the general location, not the actual location per se. So let's start to analyze the clue here. The Wall of Jericho. If you guys know anything about biblical anything, what the Wall of Jericho is, Jericho was a famous city back in the Bible that had its walls taken down by the Jewish people by basically just shouting and blowing the dang thing up. So the Wall of Jericho is known for falling. That is the wall. So whatever wall we're looking for is one that falls down and is rebuilt over and over again. there's not a whole lot like that in the server. One which has been created later on is the wall of lava that Badge has set up in his in the hometown. That did not exist again when all this was created, so we're not going that way. There's nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. So I'm going to go and start taking a nice long ride here. And I'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay, so here we are at Pause's place. From the sounds of it, it's nighttime out, so that this might be interesting. So you guys figure out which wall we're talking about? Obviously, we're talking about this one. Let's see if I don't even know how this thing works. Yeah, the wall of Jericho that always falls and is rebuilt. Now, if you stand from here, as I said in the clue, if you stand here and you face 0 direction, so that way, and you go until you find a wall that you must fall. In other words, you're going to go until you hit something that's in front of your face and knock it down. So we are going that way. And I did not bring a boat. That would have been smart. Let me go make a boat real quick and we will go do that. Hi there, buddy. I wonder if there's a crafting bench out here. No? That's a shame. I'm going to miss this bow when it dies. Really, I love this bow. Jeez. This place is busy. Oh, he's got a lot of stuff cooking. Okay, I need... What did I come in here for again? Oh yeah, I need a boat. There we go. And some more arrows. I did get a new bow, but it's nowhere near as good. What did I get? I got like power 5 and punch or something like that. But that's beside the point. Let's just keep going. All we gotta do is make it over to this edge here and toss a boat in the water and just not get shot doing it. Well, shot too many times at least. We can get shot. Okay, and what time is it anyway? So it's almost daytime anyways. So we're going to go straight across here and take a look at the next location. I love this one. This one I had a feeling that they would get stuck on for a while because they'd be wondering, could it really be that far away from the location that I said? Yeah. By the way, one of the things you might be noticing as we're going through is each one of these clues has a number in it. And you're going to want to pay attention to those numbers because they have a lot to do with a lot. For one thing, they have a lot to do with why this is called the T3 project, which I'll tell you guys later on. And they have a lot to do with the final location. So here we go. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to see which wall we're talking about here. Now, if you didn't know about the whole T3 project, you'd have absolutely no idea whatsoever. Oh, man, I didn't bring any smooth stone either, though. That's actually despawning dirt. Now I know no one's been here, so this is completely undiscovered. Oh, stupid derpy boats. Okay. So, let's go ahead and just pick this up real quick. Did I get both of them? I guess that one's up there. Well, whatever. I guess since they haven't discovered this yet, we should probably do this from a location where it's less obvious. So let's just go down here and dig in this way. That way. Okay. I think I might actually make this multiple episodes too because this is going to take some time to set up. And I don't want to make this an hour-long episode. That would just be ridiculous. Find it? Yeah, there we go. And the next location. Here we go. Now, this one has been... when you guys are done dying. Okay. This one was actually suggested by Kolk. He's actually on IRC a lot. This one was a pretty good one. So let's see. 3 of these are for what is it? The location? Yeah, the location was suggested by him. This one's also pretty difficult. So see if you guys can figure this one out. 3 of these are for us to see, but while not all give light, all are perceived to be. Not behind any that are known for flight, but behind any that give no light is the solution to your current plight. Let's look at this one again. 3 of these are for us to see. Not all give light, or not all give light. All are but while not all give light, all are perceived to be. Not behind any of their blah. Okay, so that's the big part. That's the part that people that had a feeling they get stuck on. So they're known to give. There are 3 things that are known to give light. And there's 3 on the server. Basically, that's what I'm saying here. Let's go ahead and start making our way out of here. I'm just gonna have to replace this with dirt instead. There, that'll do. And light this up so it's not gonna spawn junk for all that it matters. Just gotta put a few pieces of dirt back here. Okay. So there's 3 of these things on the server, and 2. It says that not all are known for flying around, and not all are known for giving off light. But that means that one or more of them is known for flying, and one or more of them is known for giving off light. So let's see, what are there 3 of on the server that give off light? Well, there's one big one right there. And it likes to fly around too. So obviously the next location is not in the sun. So that's obviously not it. So where are there more suns on the server? Let's see if you can figure this one out. Now, if you remember correctly, I also said that it's the one that's not known for giving off light. So because there are 2 known. Just one is giving off light. One's not. Kind of. So let's see if you guys can figure that one out. And I'll meet you guys when I start to get closer to that location. Okay, now that we're getting close to the end, guys, I'm thinking that you guys have probably figured out that, yeah, I knew that was going to hurt me. It hurt me on the way through here, too. There are 2 suns in the server, and both of them are actually here in the nether. Let's go ahead and collect this. One would be at Guud's place. His sun is made out of glowing pumpkins. And the other one, let's see, that would be over here. The other one is over at Beef's place. His is made out of orange wool. Or is it yellow wool? I don't know, one of the 2. So only one of these 2 actually gives off light. The glowing pumpkins obviously do give off light directly. It doesn't look as good, but it actually gives off light, which is something that they were commenting before. Badge was talking about that at some point too. But Beef's, on the other hand, while it does look significantly better, doesn't actually just make light itself. There is glowstone behind it, but the actual sun, that right there, doesn't give off light. And of course, it's not known for flying because it's wool. So the next location is actually right here, if I remember correctly. And gotta dig back a couple blocks in order to make it not look fake. There we go. So the next location is going to be a riddle that was originally made by C.J. Lerod, and he's also on IRC all the time. And this one, I altered this one a little bit too because it didn't work well with how things are currently set up. Okay. His laughter is known across the earth, but while on here we shamed his girth. But with that said, I wonder, what lies below 5 of his feet under? Okay, so this one's a lot more interesting too because there are multiple ways that people could look at this. One of the things that he was saying when he originally made this is that this could be two different people. So I had to make sure that it was absolutely clear who this is from the get-go. Now, there is only one thing on this server that is known across the Earth, or at least there was when this was originally made. Now, Good is known for his laughter across the mindcrack area. All of you guys know his laugh quite well. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not Good because we already went to Good's head, and it's not going to be at Good's house because there's not a singular location that this could actually make any difference of. And another thing that you should be thinking about is 5 of his feet under. Well, that gives the idea that we know the size of his feet because there's actual feet to be looked at here, or something along those lines. So let's see if you get, I mean, his laughter is pretty obvious. This one shouldn't be that difficult to figure out for any of you guys who have actually seen anything beyond, like, what, 6 months ago? Something like that. So I'll see you guys back at town. I forget whose place this is now. I don't... Is this still... This is still Justify's place, isn't it? And he took it all down. Alright, well, at any rate. Well, okay, here we are back in town, guys. Just had to go to my house and sleep real quick because it had just become night. So, the actual location that we're looking at for this is actually right around here. It relates heavily to that tree right there. If you guys remember, during the Christmas time, we went crazy and did a whole bunch of Christmas-themed stuff. We did a gigantic Christmas tree, and I did the track around the perimeter. We did Christmas presents to each other, and Arcus built us both. Where's that seat? I don't even know. I think that was taken down too. Arcus built a chair for Santa, and a giant Santa Claus himself. Right here. Now, when I say we shamed his girth, well, they kind of did some violating things to poor old Santa that I'd rather not repeat. So, okay. Now, when I said 5 of his feet, that should be something that makes a difference to you guys, too. His feet are actually, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've been down here. His feet are were actually 5 blocks in size. Let's see if I can find the actual. I think it's dug down. I don't know. I dug down somewhere around here. I don't know if I used cobble or if I used dirt to get back up. It would have been smarter to use. Yeah, there we go. I used dirt. So let's go ahead and put some dirt back on the bar. Make it a lot easier to find this again. So. Build this all back up. There we go. And we're going down. So it's 5 of his feet under, and his feet are 5 feet deep, and his feet are 5 feet long. So when you go 25 blocks under, this is what you find. You find the next clue. And this next clue is actually inspired by Cheerios Rock. I don't see him on IRC as much, but he did show up through the YouTube channels, and this was not something just for IRC. It was something for fans in general, so that worked just fine. I'm not looking forward to getting back out of here right now. I remember how hard it was to get out of these without disturbing all this stuff. Oh, well, you guys don't have to see that part. Okay, sometimes you need a break, so have some fun for goodness sake. Though you start and then you're done, I'm sure you still had some fun. Look for the torch 7 from the pin and then dig down to let you in. Now, this one is actually a location that has changed a lot. So this one, well, we'll see what we can figure out here. And I am getting annoyed by the fact that there's a cave right next door. But what are you going to do? Now, let's see. have some fun, then you're done. The thing that is significant about this one is the fact that you're going to be doing it and then it's going to be over with quickly. And the reason that I'm explaining this one in more detail is because this location has changed a lot. It's now much more done than it was before. And it's actually a recent project, too. Okay, we have now made it out. We just need to go back up here. And hopefully it's still daytime again. I guess we can fill this in, too. All right, I guess that's good. So, there's your location. Okay. We're going back to the Nether again because this one's another long trip. So, let's see. Well, like I said, this is a location that has changed a lot. So, when this one was built, this location actually only had one out of a bunch of different points. Man, it's hard to say this one without saying this one. Obviously, it's a game because it's something that you're supposed to be doing to take a break. So this is a classic game that you would play to take a break from normal life. Anybody who has not figured this out right now is not thinking hard enough because I'm giving you clues like crazy, of course. So I'll see you guys in the location. Okay, so here we are. We are at Badge's Village. Let's see if I can remember how to get here now. I believe... it took me a while to figure this one out because Man, they are annoying. If I remember correctly, you go to the end of this to get out of here, but I'm betting that's changed. Yep, that's changed. Great. How do you get out? Is there an out? Well, there's going to be an out. Need some cobble. There we go. Okay. I don't remember there being gigantic fields of grain here. Was that there before? Well, whatever. Okay, so where we're going this time is we're going to the golf course. Like I said, this is a clue that has changed quite a lot, so I'm not even going to let you guys try and figure this one out entirely because, well, there's just nothing to figure out. And they're going to have a tough time if anybody does try and take this on because they're going to be going by what's currently available in the map, and it's just not the same. So now we're going to hole 1. Let's see. Yeah, that's right up here. At the time when I made this, there was only one hole. So obviously, when I said as soon as you start, you're done, I was referring to the fact that as soon as you start, you're finished because there's only one hole to play. I believe he originally designed this to be done with a bow and arrow, and when it was like before Ender Pearls came about, so that was one of the significant parts. And I'm on the wrong side, I guess. Okay, so we want to be over here. And let's see if this has changed. I'm not even really sure. Okay, so this is the pin. And there was a torch that was 7 away from the pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, right here. This is the location. So we need to dig under this particular torch. Yep. That was it. And this is going to be another one that's fun for me to get it back out of again. Now, next location. Riddle made by... Who is that guy? Love that name. That's a pretty good one. Now, when I originally made this one, too, I really derped it up because I actually wrote the wrong location here. I had to come back to this stupid golf course like 3 times to get this one down right. So, I hope you appreciate this one. Let's see. I got to remember these ones as I go along, too. This is the second to last location. Okay. A dark place you'll find, but the water brings light. 6 true ways to choose, but today none are right. At the center, if you dig towards the firm stone, but bring a sword for green cubes if you're on your own. All right, yeah, this one's a little bit more difficult. Let's see if we can start from the beginning. A dark place you'll find, but the water brings light. This one is a reference to this is your main clue. And the 6 true ways to choose from. Those are your 2 big things. I haven't read this one in a while, so I'm going over it myself just to read it and make sure that I got this right. Yeah, 6 ways to choose from. The dig doors, the firmest. Yeah, I know. I actually did the location. I just want to make sure that when I'm explaining it to you guys, it's making sense. So, okay, we need to get out of here again. So now I need to do this. Gotta love that. Okay. Remove you. Put this back down and work our way back up. Slowly. I gotta get the dirt out at some point. Where's that? So, this is obviously going to be near bedrock because it says near the firmest stone. So that's your first clue right there. It's someplace that's going to be really deep down. The second clue is that the water brings light. So it's got to be someplace where there's a lot of water around that's giving a lot of light to what's going on around it. If I break that one, I'm going to break the torch. That's right. Don't want to break that one. So let's see if we can do this. Ah, dang it, I need another piece of dirt. Let's go with that one. That one's not going to be noticed. Oh no, we changed the golf course. Yeah, it didn't change it at all. It's fine. And that'll regrow in no time. Okay, so this is obviously a place that's really known for being covered in water, covered in light, and right next to the bottom. It's also got 6 directions to go from wherever we're starting from. There's only one place on the server like that, but the fact that it's hard to really translate that might be pretty interesting for people to figure out the first time. So I'm going to start heading that direction and try not to get lost again, because I just got lost trying to find this one. Let's see. Yeah. I get so lost so easily. All right, I'll be back with you guys a little bit when I find my way again.